Hello and welcome to another session from the Estonian Digital Pavilion for the Hannover Messe 2021. My name is Florian Marcus. I'm a digital transformation advisor at the E-Estonia Briefing Center. And today's session is about creating the future of transportation with the SmartEST digitalization. We've got several companies presenting later in this session, but first we've got Maarja Rannama, who is the CEO at E-Estonia. So thank you so much for being here with us today. The first question that I want to ask you, also from my own personal interest, so Estonia is well known for its e-government solutions. I can confirm this very much. How does this relate to the area of transportation? Are there any connection points between the two fields? Can you tell us more about that?
Hello, and thank you for inviting me here. Indeed, in Estonia we have managed to create a digital society that really works. Our information systems have been integrated together in a secure and seamless way, and our citizens are used to services that are digital and paperless. Actually, what we do in transportation right now is basically the same. No matter if we talk about moving people or goods, we are integrating together the information systems all through the value chain in order to make the services more secure, sustainable, and efficient, and of course achieve a better user experience.
Could you give some examples, some case studies to prove that?
Yes, actually we are dealing with it daily in E-Estonia, which is a collaboration platform of companies in the field of intelligent transportation systems. As an example, we are just finalizing a project where 5 IT companies have integrated together their services and solutions in order to automate the processes of a middle-sized logistic company. And I'm really happy to say that some of these companies are on the stage today.
There is a lot of work going on, both very visibly, but also behind the scenes. Sometimes it's a bit less attractive, but all of a sudden, whole workflows and procedures are digitalized, and then you really reap the benefits. One part of the sector that I think is part of the more visible section is the transportation sector with its move towards autonomous vehicles. What are your experiences with it? What does Estonia do in this area?
Actually, Estonia is focusing a lot on autonomous vehicles and robots. And when we talk about autonomous vehicles, I think the main question is not about technology. Since there are already technologies for fully autonomous level 5 vehicles, the question is more about how to make this technology secure enough. We wouldn't want to see an autonomous car which is hacked. So since we have such a long history in digital services, one of our core competencies is also blockchain and other cybersecurity technologies. And that is the reason also why, as an example, NATO Cooperative Cyber Defense Center is situated in Estonia. I think the other question when we talk about autonomous vehicles is how to overcome the questions connected with legislation and ethicals. And since we have the benefit of being quite small and agile society, we have managed to change legislation quite quickly. As an example, Estonia was one of the first countries to legalize the testing of autonomous vehicles on the public roads, and I'm really happy to say that this summer we even managed to integrate them into our public transportation system. So I think these are the reasons why there are quite many really great companies developing autonomous vehicles and robots in Estonia. And some of them are in the fields like maintenance, delivery, military, and citizen transportation.
You mentioned a very important point at the end, that Estonian companies have the real-world experience, because Estonia has always been a test bed for these kinds of different legislations and technologies, so that when they bring their technology to your country, it's already a tried and tested solution. Exactly as you said, we already have running bus lines. Actually, right next to my office, there's a self-driving bus that's already running today. So we've got delivery robots delivering food and supermarket orders. So there's a lot of work being done already that you can take advantage of. So thank you so much for being with us today, and we are heading over to our next company presentations. I wish you a lot of fun with both the words from the Minister of Entrepreneurship and Information Technology at the Republic of Estonia, Andres Sutt, and then afterwards the company presentations. Let's take a look.
Tere! Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to join the virtual Hannover Messe from Estonia, and I want to congratulate you all for making it happen digitally. It is in times like this where we are forced to adapt, innovate, and take bold steps forward to survive and to thrive. In just one single year, we have taken a giant leap forward in the digitalization of business operations. COVID has pushed us into a new era, a more digital one. Whilst the old and trusted ways of doing business will return in some shape or form, it is also clear that digitalization has come here to stay and to grow. In order to remain competitive in this challenging period, it is crucial to integrate new concepts and smart solutions in our business models and manufacturing processes. It is precisely in this area where Estonia and our companies stand out as reliable and trustworthy partners. Our 25 years of experience in building a digital country and solving problems through smart solutions has made Estonia a leading digital nation in the world. You could even say that doing things digitally has become our DNA in Estonia, both in the public and private sectors. And we are more than excited to offer our expertise and knowledge to new partners. The new industrial revolution has already started. I am confident that you will find Estonian companies will be your trusted partners in this journey ahead. Let's do business together, and thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Andres, and I'm the CEO and founder of Aitoldyou. Aitoldyou has created one of the most advanced pieces of software available in the logistics industry today. Now, we didn't exactly start from scratch. I'm also the CEO and owner of a software company called Flowit. And we've been doing huge products for our customers. We've been servicing telecom industry, finance industry, manufacturing. We've been doing a lot of different things, but we needed our own product. We wanted to do something ourselves. And we were looking in the AI field since we had a lot of experience in the area. But we could not find the right niche for a couple of years. Until one of our partners at TSV came and asked a simple question: can you predict the future? Naturally, we said yes. We hadn't tried it, but we knew that we could. So this is the road to one of the most sophisticated pieces that predicts the future. We started off with a proof of concept. We needed to verify in a sandbox that the data we got is good enough, first of all, and then that our algorithms were good enough to predict the future at the needed accuracy. But it's not just that easy. You need to actually verify. Luckily, we were not completely alone. We had DSV, one of the largest logistics companies in the world, with a lot of data. So we could make the predictions based on the past, for the past, and then we could compare it to the actual situation, what happened. But that was not enough. Of course not. That was a sandbox. This was like looking at reports or doing something in Excel. We needed an actual product, something that's usable, not just for the managers or the IT people, that's usable for all the logistics managers. Everybody who handles the shipments should be able to use it, gain insight on customer behavior, and make their own predictions based on our predictions. But that was not enough, because Data is the biggest asset of basically any company. But when it comes to logistics, then you can't just hand out all your data to an outside partner. You can't provide everything to something that's a software as a service that's not completely controlled by you. For this, we created a complete platform that separates the data from the actual customers, the actual shipments. So from our side, we just see basically gibberish. And on the customer end, it's perfectly normal. You can see your own customer names. It looks completely familiar, with the exception that we do not really know who's shipping what and where. But when we look at smaller companies, then there's still a bit of an issue. The generation of data, high-quality data, it's a bit lacking. So we decided that we need to add something to our product in order to generate the data. We created a logistics quote and book solution, also with the support of our partners at DSV. They had been building the same kind of system for 15 years, so we gathered all that experience up and built something that's even better. So today, our solutions are used in Germany, Estonia, Finland. There are implementations in progress. And I thought you maybe would like to see Peter. Peter is the sales director of DSV here in Estonia. He was really rather happy with the product. He could gain insight into customer behavior. He could change the way sales worked, changed from reactive to proactive sales, where you no longer have to wait for your customer to call you, but you could call your customer and tell them when they're going to ship what and where, and then you could just close the deal really a lot faster. We also built very good churn analytics into the system so that you could realize when your customer behavior patterns changed and you could act accordingly. When DSV started using the solution in a production environment, they got 3 customers back during the first week of use. They had no clue that these customers were changing their shipping partners for these specific directions. Now they have all the information they need. So, thank you. Please do visit our website at aitoldyou.com. My name is Andres.
Commercial road transport, with its more than 2.5 million heavy-duty trucks and 3 million drivers using them, circulating the roads of Europe every day, is a big, big business. Unfortunately, the Monday morning traffic jams on German roads are not the only unwanted byproduct of it. Millions and millions of different type of shipment documents are printed out, compiled and signed every day in Europe. And thousands of working hours are spent on that. Wouldn't there be a better and smarter way to spend this money and time? There certainly is. My name is Ove Muuk, and I'm a sales partner at the second largest international software house in the Baltics called Helmes. A couple of years ago, we teamed up with the national road transport associations in Estonia and in Finland in order to prepare for what seemed to be inevitable for us at that time, a full digitalization of a commercial transport. The result was a shipment documentation digitalization platform called Mobikarne, and the vision behind it, nothing less than fully paperless transport. How shall we do it? We will transform the information on the papers into what it actually is, a data. It is a valuable data that should be accessed and used by all of your counterparts and the cooperation partners exactly at the time and the place when this is most relevant for them. The aim of the Mobikarne platform is to collect and capture the data on your shipments, the shipment documents, the goods, the details of the goods on the trucks, and combine that with the technical and the telemetry data of your vehicles and your drivers. This can be done either directly on a platform, but also through the integrations to your other existing systems. Would that be your transport management or accounting system, or your fleet management or telematics system or service of your truck vendors that you use today? Once stored, this data can be used and reused to generate and compile different type of documents related to your daily logistics routines. CMRs, your local electronic waybills, e-invoices, even the custom declarations that you can send directly to your national custom systems. As a Mobikarne user, you can create, compile, and sign these documents. You can share them. You can send and receive them for acceptance or countersigning. You can archive them and reuse them, or the format of those as the need comes. Mobikarne as a platform will then take care of the orchestration of the distribution and exchange of that data to all of your counterparts in the logistics chain. It's worth noting that you, as a data creator or owner at any stage of the journey, will remain in full control over who and what sees in the system. In that way, the Mobikarne will support basically a whole circle of your digital logistics data, a digital circle of trust, if you will. And funny enough, of course, you can always print out all that data, because we're not blue-eyed. There's still a long way to go to make all the logistics links in our logistics chains fully digitally interoperable. However, we are pretty confident that with platforms like Mobikarne, we will achieve it, and the digital document interchange will become more of a standard than a privilege. The personal and the business data protection is truly built into the system, and we are very open and also prepared to participate in numerous transportation digitalization initiatives that are going on in Europe as we speak. There is also one more thing worth noticing in how we use the data on Mobikarne. By using the existing and known data in new, smarter way can actually give you a new insight, new information that you have not realized before. Based on that principle, we have added first additional services also on the Mobikarne. For example, the Mobi footprint, using the data on the goods, data on the truck, the technical data, and also the telemetry data, will be able to calculate and report your CO2 footprint emissions on the level of each shipment or customer. If the system detects that there are dangerous goods listed on the bills or CMR and loaded on the truck, it will use that information, combines that with the information on the truck and the trailer in use, and generates illustrated signage and labeling instructions for the drivers in the driver's app. These are just examples of how you can use your data much better and smarter way with the help of Mobikarne. And we are open to all your suggestions in adding those services and functions to it. So please join us in this journey to a truly digital roads across the whole Europe. Book a demo for Mobikarne or challenge us with your other digital transformation plans. Thank you all.
CAFA is the Estonian robotic company which is developing teleoperated and autonomous mobile robots. Our mission is to robotize 3Ds of jobs, dirty, dull, and dangerous jobs. We are witnessing the area of remote working. The biggest challenge for robotics company is to provide mobile robots for businesses to replace humans on the site. As we saw in 2020, many sectors were affected by COVID-19 restrictions. For example, ground maintenance companies, cleaning companies, agricultural companies, waste management, construction sites, which all have the same business needs. How to replace humans on the site and to start automated work 24/7. The CAFA worker robot is a field robot platform for Logistic 4.0 and ground maintenance and cleaning companies. And CAFA robot allows business companies to perform physical job remotely by teleoperated way. This is especially important during COVID-19 restrictions and lockdown area, because teleoperated over the internet allows to remote job, for example, from distance 10,000 kilometers, you can imagine. In this way, people who has physical disability or occupational diseases, we can bring them back to the labor market and to give the meaningful life. They need only joystick and PC, laptop, and home, and internet connection. That's it. CAFA worker robot can work also autonomously, but also can be controlled through internet via 4G or 5G. For example, we can use worker robot for ground maintenance, waste management, industrial, vacuum cleaner, carrier, etc. CAFA now is looking your problems for new robotics, robotized logistics and waste management system. The problems you will describe, they help us to provide a robotized solution for many companies. Then we can also achieve a goals of European Green Deal. Thank you very much.